Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tractor Man 44. Now, my wife loves spring, and she loves everybody to know when spring is coming. And I've been talking to her about some of my Canadian buddies. I'm probably not going to be able to list all of them, but Gordon from GP Outdoors is #1, and Joe LeSage, of course, Dave, RCAFPolarExpress, and Mike from Grampies Workshop, to name a few, and old LoggerJohn, as a matter of fact. They're all Canadians. See there, I just about forgot Gator from Gator's World. They've been snowed in for just a bit. They got snow piles galore, and they're kind of lamenting the late arrival of spring in their neck of the woods. And so my lovely bride insisted that I provide just a few minutes of video to remind all my Canadian buddies what spring looks like. Let's take a look. I'm going to take a few minutes this morning to kind of go over some of the flowers that I filmed the other day, I think on the 25th or 26th of March or something. That first shot in the corner was a peony, I guess. And then I think there's going to be yellow tulips coming up. More peonies. Here's some hyacinths here. They were little short guys. And look at the tulips in the back getting ready to bloom. More jonquils. And then, of course, more peonies in the back. The raft of jonquils by the corn planter that were just buds the other day. Here's more jonquils that were just had a few blooms on them right in front of my fence just a week ago, and they're really coming through. More jonquils right at my front fence, and of course a whole raft of daylilies. It'll be a while before they do anything productive. Over there by the horse-drawn sickle bar moor, of course, is a raft, just a total raft of jonquils. In a week's time, those things are going to just go crazy. Down in the woods as well, they're I don't know how the bulbs get down there. Squirrels maybe dig them up, carry them down, drop them, whatever. But around the Little Genius plows, of course, the jonquils are way too thick in this whole area. I'll divide those all out, and whoa, there's the old tractor. Here's a whole raft of daylilies here, and of course there's iris all around. The wife's got more daffodils, which is jonquils and stuff up there around the bird bath and everything. Of course, our garden, there's nothing in the garden yet. It's way too cold. More jonquils over here, and there's my little Shopdog Layla, just a watching. But here's a whole raft of flags, more jonquils all the way down through. We got some forsythia is really blooming really good. These jonquils, they just multiply like crazy. There's my little Shopdog Layla sitting up there. She just kind of likes hiding by that trellis. She'll be saying something to us here in just a second. Sounds like she's whining a little bit, but she's happy. She's going to go up and chew on some flowers in a minute. Now, of all things, got this old cardwood saw sitting here and don't have a single flower around it. Inside our garden fence, she's got a whole row of roses. They're really going to do well this year, I think. A bunch of jonquils and a bunch of tulips in the back end. And Layla had better leave those flowers on. Layla! Sorry about that. I'm sure there's a few old timers here that knows what a slip scraper is. But that's what they dug a pond with out on the old home place. That pond's 500 and some foot long and 140 foot wide or better, and at the widest point, 13 foot deep. And they used a team of mules and a slip scraper. They dug that old pond out there. Well, that's exactly what it is. That's a precursor to your rear scoop on the tractors. Now this is my my garden tool rack. As a matter of fact, you see my tomato cages up on top. You got my soaker hoses, you know. So yeah, that's what. That's not a road grader. That's not about a 1920 Russell road grader that takes a 12-foot moldboard. And of course, here's your grinding mill, a grain grinding mill run by a flat belt off a tractor. It's got your adjustments and everything on it. You fill your hopper full of your wheat or your corn or whatever it is, whatever grain you're grinding, and it comes right out the chute down at the bottom. If you set it up a little higher on a pedestal, you could put it right into the bag, or you just set your buckets underneath and catch it right there. And of course, it's surrounded by jonquils and other things. Sandstone treadle grinding wheel sitting over there. So to all my Canadian counterparts, just to refresh your memory, this is what spring looks like. I know y'all digging out of all your snow up there right now. So just hang true, man. It'll all come. It'll all come sooner or later. Spring's around the corner. So anyway, thanks to my wife, y'all got a chance to see a little bit of the flowers and stuff that are blooming right now. I don't even know what the day is. probably about the 27th or 28th of March, something like that, right here in my hometown, right in the middle of the good old Midwest, about 5 miles as the crow flies from Mississippi River. So at any rate, this is Tractor Man 44, and I am out of here.